That's right, folks. I lost $600, almost $600, 500 to a bet, and almost 100 to the pay-per-view that I just bought. Manny Pacquiao has lost, knocked out cold by Marquez. I said this on my previous video that the only way either of them could win is by knockout, and it happened. Although initially although I was really hoping it should be in Pacquiao's favor, I was completely wrong because Marquez did the job. In all honesty, you know very well that I am a huge Pacquiao fan, and I was expecting, like, if Manny loses, I was expecting for myself to be very, like, devastated. I was expecting it would be very painful for me. I was expecting it would be very hard for me to accept if he loses, which he did. But believe it or not, right when that happened, I was a bit sad, but I was satisfied. I'm a huge Manny Pacquiao fan, still am. I still follow him. If he fights, I'll still buy his fights. If he still chooses to go on and not retire after this, I'll still support him. But yeah, I told you, I felt like somewhat satisfied because when I chose to watch this, when I watched this fight, when I bought the fight, I was hoping for a closure. Even though I was expecting it would be in favor of Pacquiao, not in favor of Marquez, but still, I'm satisfied because it's been answered. No doubt, Marquez is a better man. Credits to him, he's almost 40. Old enough to be a granddaddy. But he still knocked out Pacquiao cold. It's unbelievable, sensational, to all Mexicans out there. Marquez is the man, Now, what's next for Pacquiao? I think this catastrophe, for me, it is because I just lost $600. This catastrophe puts Pacquiao and Mayweather fight in jeopardy. I don't know if it's gonna happen anymore. Most probably not, because this is the perfect excuse, or this is the perfect reason for Mayweather not to fight Pacquiao anymore, because he just lost to a guy that he easily beats. He just lost to Marquez by knockout, which Mayweather playfully, defeated Marquez. But I'm not about to lose all my hopes. I'm still hoping that Mayweather and Pacquiao fight will happen. But it's gonna happen if, and only if, Mayweather, graciously offer Pacquiao another chance to fight him. But this time, I think Mayweather has every right to demand almost everything he wants. Now this time he can dictate, he can impose the terms for Manny not to have any pay-per-view rights if that fight will happen, because he's got all the leverage, he's got all the reasons, he's still undefeated, and Pacquiao has just lost by knockout, so he has all the rights to impose everything he wants. And if Manny still wants to fight, he has to accept it, not because he's proven what I know many people say he's proven a bum because he just lost by knockout, It's not the case. He has to accept it because there's no other way that the fight will happen if he didn't accept, or if he does not accept Mayweather's um, terms. That's the only way. If this mega fight is still, is still gonna happen, it's all in Mayweather's hands now. He can demand anything he wants, and Manny has to accept it if he wants the fight to still happen. Is it retirement for Manny? I think so. He has to retire. Or, I mean, it's been a glorious career, from a nobody to somebody to champion in 8 divisions. He's had a long and glorious run. I mean, if he chooses to retire, it's fine. I mean, not every fighter, could reach that status. If he chose to hang his gloves, it's just fine because he made his mark in the boxing world. He made a name, a very huge one. He's had adulations of the crowd. He had won like hearts of millions of people. His name will be written in history as a true champion, even though this is painful. This loss is so painful for him. But I don't see any future for him now in boxing. But still fine because he's still in politics. He's still the congressman, and his wife is running for vice governorship of their town. So he still has a fallback. So it's not the end of the world for Manny Pacquiao. But yeah, I'm still hoping for that fight, Mayweather Pacquiao. But right now, all the credits to Marquez. You beat my idol fair and square, and I think that's just an honorable loss. I think, for me, that's the way a great warrior should fall. By, if you knock him out cold. That's the only way. Every great man in history, or any great warrior in history, always dream, be it a soldier or like a past gladiator, their dream is to die gloriously in battle. But the boxing is not dying. At least Pacquiao lost fair and square. He lost like he's knocked out. There's nothing to do with it. There's nothing he could do. So I still hope the best for him, his political career, and whatnot. If he still chooses to fight, I'll still support him. I'll still buy pay-per-view. But losing $600, I think I'll have second thought about that. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my last video for this year, because I'll be busy next year because I'm studying. Right now I'm taking a course as a gym instructor, so I'll be busy. But man, it doesn't bother me because I can get that $600 back in a fortnight. So guys, I'm signing out. Bye.